5, 6, 7, and... If it turns you on, if you want, we could dance, but I need something to do with my hands. So maybe I could stick them in your pockets, run them through your hair, and we can get a rockin'. There you are, baby, here I am, and I need something to do with my hands. Top off in my Jeep, and we can go for a ride, and I can drive with my knees. I'll behave best I can, but I need something to do with my hands. So maybe I could stick them in your pockets, run them through your hair, and we can get a rockin'. There you are, baby, here I am. Yeah, maybe I could stick them in your pockets, run them through your hair, and we can get a rockin'. There you are, baby, here I am, and I need something to do with my hands. I need something to do with my hands. With my hands, something to do with my hands. Hey! That was Something to Do with My Hands by Thomas Rhett, and I played it straight from the charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, grab your own ukulele, and you can play right along with this video. And if you'll be anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us. In just a moment, I'll do a basic tutorial covering everything I just played. At the very end, I'll do a slow motion close-up play along that you might find helpful. But right now, if you like the video, please like the video with a thumbs up. If you want lots more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want over 1,000 more free downloadable ukulele song sheets, each one with a link to its own free video tutorial and play along, check out our Dropbox and then come play with us. Okay, I'm going to go through this chronologically. There are some sort of tricky parts, but you could always simplify it if you want. In other words, you don't have to do everything with all the detail I have. If you want, you could do it differently. This intro, I'm doing like this. See, it actually includes very little movement. The way I'm doing it with my right hand, I'm only using the highest 2 strings. That's all I'm plucking. Just those 2, right? And you can use your strong fingers if you want. I like using these because they kind of fit on those 2 strings. But to do this G to G7, what I do is I form a G7, then I drop my pinky, and then I just pick it up. Right? G, G7, G, G7, G, G7. That's it. So I do that, here we go, a little closer. I do that 4 times, plucking like that. And then I go right to a light strum, and I try to focus on the high strings. And now there's a pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And what I'm doing with my left hand, again, it's a G, I pick up a finger and I got the G7, I pick up my index finger and I got a G6, and then I drop my pinky again and I'm back to a G. And then G, G7, G6, G. All right, and then I just do a fuller strum on all the strings with no pauses. And then finally switch to a D. And that's the initiation of the verse. Well, I smoke, right? So that's it for the entire intro. Right? That's the entire intro. Then I switch, usually what I do, so I went from a G6 there to a D, where I guess my middle finger stayed in the same place, didn't it? The others moved around it for that D. And then I slide my ring finger up and I have a more conventional G, because I'm not going back and forth to the G7 at that point. So, all right, then the verse. The verse continues the full-on strum. It's just all the strings and no pauses, so it's pretty much that. Well, I smoke and I spit. I mean, I suppose I emphasize some strums more than others, but you could just do it how you feel. That was it. So G to a D minor, right? Your ring finger slides up to the D. Now you have to pick them all up and drop an E minor. But not near enough to satisfy an ish. Again, it's from the D, you just pick them up and drop them. From the E minor, I suppose you just pick them up and drop them on an F as well. And picking them up. I'm not giving you any hints at all on these chord transitions. Sorry about that. But at least they're not crazy difficult chords. Of a girl. Same transitions again. G to a D, E minor, F. And then that G riff, what I call the G riff, is G to G7 to G6 again. And if you've got another G riff right after it, it goes right back to G. If you don't, sometimes it's a D. So like in this case, I need something to do with my hands. Except actually. So that'll be the only exception where I do the pauses. In the riff, I'm doing G, G7, and the G7 comes on the upstroke, right? And then pause. Again, the G6 comes on the up. And the D comes on the up. So it's G, G7, G6. So the G riff is always just like we did at the end of the intro, where it was G, G7, G6, and then you go back either to a G or a D, whatever's written there. So, okay. That's it for the verses. Second verse, same as the first. Chorus. So maybe I could stick them in your pockets. The C, you're going from a D to the C. So I suppose your ring finger kind of goes diagonally, kind of slides diagonally and rolls out onto that C, right? So maybe and then it just rolls back to be on the second string for the G. Should stick them in your pockets. Slide that ring finger's still the focus here. Slide it down for the D. Run them through your hair and still stay stuck to the ukulele. Slide it up one fret to the G. We can get a-rockin'. Again, ring finger is the stability point here. Roll it out. There you are, baby. Here I am. And now it's similar to the verses. And I need something to do with my hand. And that's it. The very, very end, I go back to the same as the intro, which is... right, where you have to have that same weird shape in your left hand. So you're ready with the G7, and you're dropping the pinky on to make it a G. And playing just the highest two strings. That's it. I missed one section. Verse 4 is just a little bit different. All I did was pluck the high three strings through the verse. Or almost through the verse, right? So, top off to my Jeep. And that's all I'm doing. I'm just using three fingers, these three fingers, to pluck the 3 strings closest to the floor. In my Jeep, and we can go for a ride, and I can drive with my knees, I'll behave best I can. Then I switch to a strum, but I need something to do. I guess it's just 4 strums, right? Something to do with my hands. 1, 2, 3, slap. So maybe right into the chorus again. That's it. Okay, now I'm going to play a slow motion, close-up play along from the intro. I'll play the whole intro through the first chorus. After that, it's mostly repetition, so I'm just going to stick with that. From the intro through the first chorus. 2 verses and the first chorus. Slow motion, close-up on both of my hands so you can see everything I'm doing. Here goes. Starts with the intro. I got that weird shape in my left hand. I'm ready with the G7, and I'm using my pinky. Here goes. Slow motion. 5, 6, 7, and...